What a start to the day. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. Today's July 2nd, 9:09 a.m. here in Arizona, and wanted to provide you guys with a quick overall market update. Honestly, we have to give a round of applause to the MSTR bag holders. It was much more impressive in the morning. After its insane 12% day, right, yesterday, it was up another 10%, almost 11% in today's market open, right? You have to give credit where it's due. I don't give credit to the bag holders because you're still down like 50% in a month. With that being said, for those that bought the dip as it hit lows of $83 and began to indicate signs of a support, there's a reason we stopped shorting it. BTC was no longer showing signs of progress below 58. It continued to bounce there. You guys know that I love talking shit on it just because I don't believe in BTC and or MicroStrategy. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that I'm going to short it when it's incredibly oversold. And technically speaking, again, always looking for any reason to pop right off. Happy that we stayed patient because now, again, I showed you yesterday, no short. I'm showing you today, no short yet. A few of our LPP traders this morning really wanted me to short it. I wasn't super confident. NASDAQ market, if I'm not mistaken, at market open was showing more signs of it selling off, and MSTR was incredibly resilient. Again, round of applause. Hopefully, you did your job in taking profits and or trimming your position at these overbought levels to anticipate this pullback, right? Historically speaking, again, I'm just sharing my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Again, if you've been bag holding, it's not like you're going to change it now. From 197 to lows of 80, yes, it's still technically oversold. It's a strong descending pattern. Lower highs, lower lows. Anytime that it rips up, it's short-lived. Overall, again, it's still incredibly, in my opinion, bearish. That's just my take on it. You don't have to agree with me. If you want to buy the dip and you still think that it's super cheap here, you have every right to invest in any speculative asset that your heart desires. With that being said, I took a different approach today, and actually, I'm going to trim my position here a little bit. I've been scalping the life out of MU. I've had a lot of fun with it. In today's live trading session with my LPP team, they got to see all of my good trades, all of my bad trades. In today's live session, I actually didn't even make that much. I think I made like $1,500, but it was one trade. It made a lot of sense. I explained it all before I took it. Again, we took action. I made $1,500, and it all happened within that live session. And then the fun really began to happen. It began selling off. Honestly, I missed this entire big move. Believe it or not. The money that I've made so far is recently on the rip up and on the rip down, and then now I'm long on it. So all I'm doing is scalping it as the big move already happened. I did have an initial short, then as it approached previous lows, I took profits. Again, I played it too safe, kind of, right? But I'd rather be someone that takes profit early than doesn't take profit at all. With that being said, now it's reaching these oversold levels. It's so funny because Trump today sent out another tweet kind of hyping up Micron. I don't know why he keeps doing this. I've never seen him promote a stock twice in a row. Like, it didn't work yesterday, and it's not working today. President Trump says that Micron MU went up 9 points after the company announced $250 million contribution. Did we look at the same? Are we like looking at the same stock? It sold off yesterday. Wasn't the news announced yesterday? I don't get it. There was no big push up, not that I saw. And today, once it was confirmed again, it sold off even more, now breaking below $1,000. This is what we talked about, that, hey, this is a critical range. Technically, it is oversold, but it hasn't really traded below the moving average on the 4-hour time frame in quite some time. It is beginning to enter. This is kind of like you really have to have a lot of conviction if you want to jump in early, because it is cheap technically based off of recent patterns. But it also, if it really does begin to sell off and markets begin to drop, kind of like they're doing today, there's huge downside because of its amazing performance in such a short period of time. So I'm in it. I'd be very, very careful. These are trades. These are not swing trades. I'm not carrying this overnight. It's a 3-day weekend. In observance to 4th of July tomorrow, markets are closed. Please be aware. Again, we had an amazing live session. Like I said, if you've ever wanted to tune on into these daily live sessions, it's the second link in the description down below. Even before you join LPP, you can actually, once you get to our homepage, before you even end up signing up, just preview one of our live sessions, see what it's like. It's just the raw live trading every day, and ask yourself, do you value it or do you not? Do you want to experience this every day at market open to start your mornings with us? If the answer is no, then again, I'm here on YouTube. It's for free. But if this is something that you think that can be and add value to your, trading and expedite this whole learning experience, I guess our LPP team can speak for themselves. Feel free to comment down below. we always just get so much positive feedback because of how we share our thought process. Do not join LPP because you want to copy my trades. You'll learn nothing by copying. If you actually want to take time to understand the thought process that it takes to hopefully initiate successful trades, then again, that is the whole point of LPP. With that being said, there were a few things that were announced today. Today, the U.S. economy added 57,000 jobs in June, way below market's expectation of 114,000. Unemployment fell to a rate of 4.2%, below market expectation of 4.3%. That's not technically a bad thing. The big thing is that May job numbers were also revised down by 43,000. It's insane. All these revisions. The labor market remains in an incredibly volatile situation. I don't think that's a good look. And shortly after, the 2-year yield saw a 7 basis point drop after the job reports. I also found it quite, again, I have to poke fun, when I can. MSTR with a beautiful push, right? In the past 2 days, like, oh my God, look, 5%, we're back. Come on, guys. You guys are down 50% in like 50 days. It's been pretty crazy. With that being said, I also wanted to remind you that, again, Trump and his family continue to stuff their pockets, especially in the crypto space. So as crypto is down 50% and markets are trading at all-time highs, he has made over $600 million through royalties through his Trump coin that lost 98% of its value. To me, I see that as a complete taking advantage of your supporters and a complete conflict of interest. Just my 2 cents. I found this to be pretty interesting. I can make a whole video on it. Just in, OpenAI proposes giving the US government a 5% stake worth $42 billion for OpenAI. It's going to be the whole Intel approach all over again. And remember, Intel was a bullshit company. It wasn't making any money. And then it got all these kind of like partnerships because I'm sure the government came in and was like, hey, let's work together. So there are a handful of reasons on why this can be beneficial. And then again, I would love to talk about this with you guys. You guys let me know down in the comment section if you guys would like me to make that detailed video on YouTube. And of course, we can do that tomorrow and or any day over the weekend because again, supposedly OpenAI was supposed to IPO this year. They're thinking about pushing it back next year because of how volatile it's been. I think SpaceX is a great representation of the volatility that's currently presenting itself in the market. I mean, if we look at SpaceX, where is that mumbo jumbo? Here it goes. It's at 158. Again, not terrible. It's still at a beautiful valuation of $2 trillion. It's just probably not performing like what Elon once expected, right? It got really hyped up within a very short period of time and then came crashing down. It's really just trying to find its ground and we'll see where it goes from here. Overall outlook for the NASDAQ market, we have a beautiful gap down. We talked about this yesterday. It's down 1.4%. We have previous support range, which again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. Right around 700, 705, general support range, and general resistance range right around 740, 750. Going into the weekend, we'll see if any tensions begin to escalate, as we often know that the Strait of Hormuz begins to shut down as we enter the weekend. Hopefully we don't, right, shut down and experience more volatility with oil markets and uncertainty about inflation because of it. But nonetheless, you never know, especially not with this administration. Again, semiconductor stocks getting pretty wrecked today. So I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. I bought the dip on Micron. The dip keeps dipping, right? So one moment it's trying to recover, another moment it's not. Honestly, markets look incredibly bearish right now, but we all know that markets are incredibly resilient and irrational. They're always looking for any reason to recover. We'll see if this sentiment continues or if it actually finds its support and then just begins to do that V-shaped recovery. What day was it? We saw it on Monday, right? V-shaped recovery, but not too sure if we're going to actually, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't it. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. Was it this one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was Monday. Yeah, the 29th. So very excited to follow up. I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. Stay patient, stay calculated. And if we do see a break of support and a continuous sell-off, it's our job to hold ourselves accountable, manage and mitigate risk, and kind of just go with the flow of the market. I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. And again, congratulations to the MSTR bag holders. You guys made a nice little recovery the past 2 days. Hopefully you don't bag hold and continue to bag hold over the weekend. And then if it continues to sell off, putting yourself in a worse position. Wish you nothing but the best. I appreciate you guys' time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you ever want to watch me trade live, second link in the description down below, there's going to be a discount that will pop up for you. And yes, it's a one-time payment for lifetime access. We have members that signed up back in 2018. They paid once. They got access to all of the updates and they still get to watch me trade live every single day. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.